everybody, it's Vanessa.
Hello there, it's Nick.
From Four Walls and a Ceiling and Property Tribes Forum, and we sat down at our house in Dorset to record our Christmas message for you, and I get a bit of a feeling of what the Queen feels like now.
It's the Queen, the King and Queen of Four Walls doing the Christmas message. Yes, my husband and I, and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, it's festive, it's Christmas, you can see in the background we've got all the Christmas decorations up and so on and so forth. So we thought we'd just shoot this quick video for you, wish you a happy Christmas. And let's have a quick go back over what 2009 has been for us, and obviously indeed for yourselves as well. So
I think it's been quite a challenging year.
A hell of a challenging year, really.
For a lot of reasons. But looking on the positive side, I would say that the highlights for us have been, well, first of all, the low interest rates.
Well, on the property side of things, yeah,
yes,
definitely.
And they're set to stay really into 2010. I also, I know we're both really delighted with how our holiday let Sea Breeze has performed down on Canberra Sands. That's been a real cash flow generator, and we've enjoyed some really amazing occupancy, so that's been good. And also, I think perhaps most importantly is the success of the Property Tribes Forum, because we started it in May and we've now got over 700 members, and we'd like to take this opportunity to thank every single person who has either visited the site or contributed to the site, to thank you for adding value to the forum and supporting other investors, because that's what it's all about. So a big thank you to everybody who has contributed to the success of the Property Tribes Forum. And it's been a real learning experience for us as well, hasn't it?
Well, it has really. I mean, personally, yeah, like Ness says, thank you very much. Genuinely, thank you very much. It was built purely because we wanted a forum where we can just have open conversation with no sort of commercial aspect, if you like. That's what we personally wanted. Obviously, as you all know, we're landlords ourselves, so that's what we wanted to have. And indeed, from the point of view of being sort of a web geek, as you all know that I'm a bit of a web geek, it was an interesting concept, because I can watch and learn by what the community is given to the forum as well. Because people come to me and say, "Oh, it's your forum, Nick. How are you getting on with your forum?" It's not my forum. I started it, but it's not mine. It's the community's forum. It's your forum.
Belongs to everybody that contributes.
Yeah, and indeed, it's so testimony to yourselves really, that it's your forum. And it's done very well this year, and hopefully in 2010 it'll get even better, because that's indeed what we all want. We all want to learn, and we all want to move forward, and we all want to improve. And if we can have sort of aspects of the web and facilities on the web that gives us ability, then so be it, and bring it on. And hopefully 2010 is going to get even better.
I think what's been really interesting for me is that so many people have felt comfortable using their own names and their own photographs, and I think that's a very different way forward than it has been in the past with forums, when people have tended to try and be fairly anonymous, and for fear of, I guess, being attacked or being challenged or whatever. And I think the fact that so many of our members use their real name and their real photograph, I think suggests that they feel very comfortable with the transparency and the fact that they can post in confidence because of our no personal abuse policy.
Well, I think there's two things really. I mean, the way the web's evolving, the web itself dictates ultimate transparency, and of course, indeed, with that, if you've got nothing to hide, then that's going to be of a benefit. If you have something to hide, then clearly it's not going to be of a benefit. And of course, to date, it's been too easy, whilst the web has been treated as a playground, for people to go in there and abuse it and hide behind this, that, and the other. And of course, now, latter end of 2009, we've all realised that you can't turn the internet off. And because of that, obviously it's here to stay, and because of that, and because as Kevin Kelly says, you create a long tail of information that we all build on the web. And of course it's all associated with you and or your avatar. And this is incidentally, as a byproduct of this, is why avatars are so important on the web indeed, because the content that you build around you, it dictates the brand, your brand as an individual. And of course then, as a pictorial version or a logo in this instance, it's going to be your avatar, is going to be the one that's associated with the content. So of course, if your content is negative, or you're just in there to have a pop at people or whatever, then of course
it's ultimately going to reflect badly on you.
Well, it is, because no one's going to respect you. It might be pleasing for you to get it off your chest for a few seconds, but in reality, no one's going to say, "Well, I'm not interested." You know, so and the point is, all of us want to succeed. I'm sure of that. All of us want to be good at business. I'm sure of that as well. So the way that we sort of angled in the forum is with, you know, ultimate transparency. Be who you are. Find your own space. Be authentic, and be consistent. And of course, that has benefited the forum in its, you know, and also the people on it.
So moving forwards.
Yeah.
2010. It's only a few days away.
Well, a week away, just over a week away now.
It's going to be interesting.
I think 2010 is going to be a brilliant year. I'm really looking forward to it. I think from the property point of view, it's a case of, well, let's see what happens. None of us are analysts. I think we can all take a wild stab in the dark.
Yeah, still in uncharted waters, I think.
As to what's going to happen next year. I think if I had a wish list right now on the property front, I'd be straight into more holiday lets myself. Houses on the south coast of England would be my choice straight off the bat, because, you know, like I said, Seabreeze are one in Camp has done so well this year. Well, in fact, the last 2 seasons really, that I'd definitely double up on that, or triple up if I could do. They've been really good earners, but we'll see what's going to happen. We're all going to have to swing with the times next year and just see what goes on. Clearly, the financing side.
Yeah, I was going to say the financing side of things.
I think interesting.
I think we're going to see new ways developing of financing that cuts out the banks. Nick and I have done something just the latter part of this year where we actually didn't need to go to a bank. So I think
we've leveraged portfolio ownership on 2 transactions without needing a bank.
And also our network as well.
Yeah.
And I think 2010 is the year that you all need to start building or consolidating your network, because that's where you'll find the answers to any challenge or any problem that you have in your business. And there's a huge amount of financial wealth, but also emotional wealth in networks. And we've received a lot of support from people who've made a huge contribution to what we've done in our business, not just in property, but in other things that we're involved with. And without the support of that network, I think we would have found this year even more challenging than it was.
Well, it definitely. I mean, 2009 was the year of just getting a decent networks around you, and I think as indeed, again, as Kevin Kelly says, the laws of 1,000. Really, if you can get 1,000 people, true supporters of 1,000 people, that's where it has that sort of balance point where you can leverage it to the best advantage of yourself and also of them as well. So as a community, you can move forward bigger and better, faster and smarter. So I think 2010 is going to be a year of getting those sort of communities together, you know, consolidating those communities, I would say, really. But I mean, obviously, I think the other thing about 2010 is going to be worth noting as well, I'm sure pretty much all on board with this one, is going to be the year of the web.
Yes.
I think the 2010 is going to be the year where the mainstream recognise and realise that the web is now not a plaything.
Yeah, social media playtime's over, isn't it?
It's over. It's finished. Well, it's finished a while back, but you know, the reality of it is now we're down to the web. Social media is part of it. It's not the all and end all. It never has been, never will be. As much as a big biro has never been everything to Oscar Wilde, it's more the content than anything else. So
my saying for 2010 is content is king, collaboration is queen, and community is where they reign supreme. That's my little saying. So,
there you go.
On that note, Nick, I think that's a whole nother video blog, isn't it?
We'll do another one next week.
Should we wind up now? But I think what we'd like to say is that any of you out there that are watching this that have property related businesses, we'd just like to remind you that there is strength in numbers and that none of us is as smart as all of us. And if you feel that there's any way that we can contribute to your business or add value or help you move forwards, then we'd like to invite you to get in touch. We have personal networks of about 20,000, which we've built over the last 4 years. And we'd like to hear from anybody who would like to get involved with us in helping us move forward and us helping you move forward and create some different business models and joint ventures that we can all benefit from.
Yep, and I'll stick up, you know, down below at the moment. You'll probably see a banner popping up with some contact details on.
So on that note, I think we'd just like to say very, very happy Christmas wherever you are. We hope you're with your loved ones. Have a wonderful, peaceful and relaxing time, and we wish everybody a very happy, healthy and prosperous 2010, and we're with you all the way.
Yep, absolutely. See you later.
Bye-bye.